5 scary Christmas characters. This video is for entertainment purposes only. If you found this video entertaining or liked it in any way, please help me out by giving it a like, subscribe to my channel, and leave a comment. Let me know which part of this video was your favorite. I make a new video every day, so there's always more to come. Just a warning, if you guys aren't ready to hear some very creepy things about your favorite holiday characters, do not watch this video. And with that out of the way, let's just jump right in. First up, Krampus. You know I had to start with Krampus. So, Krampus is a monster from Europe folklore that seems to hang out with Saint Nicholas, patron saint of children. So first off, let's just start with how this thing looks. It's got hooves, it's got horns, it's got a tail. Basically, this thing is a monster, and we all know what monster that is, right? The origins for Krampus are completely obscure. No one knows when this character was first documented. There are even some theories that it might even predate Christianity. So then what the heck is it? Moving on from how this thing looks and its history, which is pretty vague at best. This creature, when he's kicking it with Saint Nicholas, he likes to walk around with birch rods. Birch is a type of tree, right? He's walking around with switches, basically, so he can beat children. What the heck? If his appearance wasn't enough to scare your kids into being good, now he's going to beat them. Goodness gracious. Krampus will beat kids like bald-headed stepchildren if they don't behave. Craziness. This creature carries chains with him. Freaky. And Christians, they believe that the chains mean something else. You know what I'm talking about. And if you don't, ask somebody. Krampus also likes to carry a sack or a basket to take kids away to a variety of different places. Sometimes to eat them, sometimes to drown them, sometimes to a very warm place that nobody wants to go to. Crazy. I didn't think kids could go there. Crazy stuff. So let me ask you, what is Krampus really? After everything I just told you and how this thing looks, what do you think? Next up, Ghost of Christmas Yet to Come. This creature comes at the very end because it's death. Death comes at the end of things. Right? It doesn't make any sense. I made a video about the death character and his origins, so if you want to go check that out, please do. But the comparison I made between this character and death is pretty much accepted, not just by me, but from other sources as well. There's a strange connection I make with the whole Christmas Carol story and something else. For one, why is it 3 ghosts? We know what it means when things come in threes. And if you don't know, ask somebody. If it was only the one ghost, the ghost of Christmas Yet to Come, that made Scrooge change his ways, why did they need those 3 ghosts? Let me get into what I think the Ghost of Christmas Yet to Come actually is. I think this entity is someone close to Scrooge, or maybe Scrooge himself, tormented for who knows how long until he got the chance to be able to revisit himself in the past and frighten him so much that he would not end up becoming that spirit. I think the original Scrooge only met the 2 ghosts, the ghosts of Christmas past and the ghosts of Christmas present. I mean, think about it for a second. The first ghost to ever speak to Scrooge was the ghost of his business partner, right? Business associate, whatever. And then there's 3 more ghosts? That doesn't add up. That's 4 ghosts. But besides that, the proof should be in the wording, right? We've got the ghosts of Christmas past, the ghosts of Christmas present, and the ghosts of Christmas future. But wait, it's not the ghosts of Christmas future. It's the ghosts of Christmas yet to come. And not only that, this thing never speaks. I think that's because if it did speak, it would sound just like Scrooge. Whether or not that would make him more susceptible or less, I can't really say. One other thing that makes this character completely horrifying: the ghost of Christmas yet to come appears at the witching hour. The witching hour is 12 o'clock midnight. The other ghosts don't do that. Is this a summoning ritual? Is this the future Scrooge or some other entity entirely appearing at the witching hour because that's when a spellcaster's abilities would be at their peak? I don't know. What is this character? Like I said, I think that's Scrooge. Next up, corporate greed. I'm just kidding. Or am I? Think about it for a second. The original celebration day for these holidays was the 5th or the 6th. Why do we celebrate them on December 24th and December 25th? Is it so people have more time to purchase things they don't need? Okay, moving on actually to our third character or characters. The Who's. I know what you're thinking. No, not the Who's. Yes, the Who's. So, in the movie The Grinch Stole Christmas, the Grinch is not the villain. We thought the Grinch was stealing their stuff because he wanted to ruin their Christmas spirit. But what if he was actually trying to get them to break free from a curse? Every single year around the same time, they do the exact same thing. That sounds like they're stuck in a loop. There's also a theory floating around that the Grinch was part of a whole nother race of other Grinches. Makes sense. He doesn't look anything like the Who's. And he abhors them. The thing that happened with the Grinch's family, friends, whatever, his entire race was eliminated by the Who's in a race war. Just because it's a quote-unquote Christmas story doesn't mean they won't experience stuff like wars and prejudice. Okay, moving on from that, just think about it for a little bit. This is another theory out there. We know that the Grinch got his stuff from the things the Who's threw away. Where did his doll come from? Just gonna leave that one right there. Okay. So, bear with me a moment. But these Who's, they look a lot like Thing 1 and Thing 2. I'm going somewhere with this, so just hold on. If Thing 1 and Thing 2 are like Bizarro, what would a celebration of happy-go-lucky, hope-filled, peace on earth stuff represent to them? I'll just leave you with that one right there. So, let's talk about the way the Who's are built, right? They're these creatures that are small,